Welcome to Lantana's DevDays booth. In this presentation, we'll provide a high-level overview of Lantana's offerings as they relate to FHIR. We'll start with our Trifolia-on-FHIR tool. Trifolia-on-FHIR is a free, secure, web-based environment designed to allow users of all experience levels to play with FHIR. You can sign in by registering for an account with either a username and password or your favorite social provider, such as Facebook, Microsoft account, or GitHub. Once registered, you can start building FHIR resources from scratch or drag and drop files to import a work in progress. First-time users always have a guided tutorial available on every screen to highlight available features, our ever-growing help documentation page, and an integrated ticketing system to submit questions and comments, all just a click away. The Implementation Guide Editor gives you the power to manage all of the profiles, examples, and terminologies in your guide. You can add text and media to your FHIR artifacts. Real-time validation immediately prompts you when a required field is missing or incorrectly formatted. The profile element, pictured to the right, allows you to take advantage of the vast range of possibilities of FHIR constraints. Must support flagging, setting min and max, terminology binding, referencing a target profile type, slicing, reslicing, just to name a few. Take advantage of FHIR IGs that already exist. The dependency selector allows users to reference existing FHIR specifications and further extend and/or constrain for your use cases. When you are ready to share your FHIR IG with the world, take advantage of integration with HL7's FHIR IG Publisher, support of both the official HL7 template and custom FHIR templates. If you don't want or need your specification to be run through the HL7 continuous integration build, you can view your rendered specification directly within Trifolia-on-FHIR. And if you do come across a scenario where you want to use FHIR in a way that isn't yet supported by Trifolia-on-FHIR, send us a ticket so we can build it for you. And in the meantime, export to GitHub or locally, code away, and import into Trifolia-on-FHIR. Trifolia's instance of Happy FHIR Server will support all STU3 and R4 conformant FHIR. Trifolia-on-FHIR was designed to optimize collaboration. Individual users can be granted read and write access to single artifacts or to an entire IG. Permissions for user groups allow your team to divide and conquer your FHIR project according to how you already collaborate. Finally, with version control tracing back to the inception of your FHIR, you can and should do your best to break FHIR in new ways, and rest assured knowing your last stable version is just a click away. Like so many in our industry, watching the onset of the novel coronavirus spread across the world and across our nation spurred us to action. In March of this year, Lantana engineers participated in a hackathon where we looked at the data challenges of COVID-19 public health reporting and built a utility to liberate the data using US Core for data interoperability interfaces. Even though that was just a few months ago, it seems like eons. Since those early days, we've gotten a lot done. We've expanded the functionality, brought in partners and sponsors, and initiated a pilot with a major academic medical institution. We named it Nandina. As with Lantana Trifolia, Lantana Nandina is a domestic plant that looks and spreads like fire. Nandina is a flexible, extensible data reporting utility that can access data resources in vendor-agnostic ways, supporting and automating key portions of public health reporting workflows. Nandina is architected using microservices design patterns and is ready to be deployed in cloud environments or in traditional data centers. It implements OAuth 2.0 identity and authentication mechanisms and connect to an institution's authentication server or use OpenID providers like Microsoft or Google. It is open source and has attracted attention from other projects, such as the SANER effort and MITRE's C19 Healthcare Coalition. Lantana holds a contract with the CDC. We shared our ideas about Nandina and the progress we'd made and gained their support to explore further, specifically to automate portions of the data gathering for the NHSN's COVID-19 module's patient impact and hospital capacity daily reporting requirements. We reached out to the community, and we were encouraged by the response and interest. We identified a pilot site, and since early May have been collaborating with them and their EHR vendor to implement Nandina in their production environment. It's not without its challenges, asking us to be creative as we face technical and bureaucratic challenges, but we're innovating and adapting and making good progress. While FHIR-enabled resources are easy to work with and preferential in many ways, we know very well to meet the reporting needs, we will need to look beyond just FHIR. Nandina by design can be extended, and we are currently looking at query plugins that access CDA or ADT data feeds. We have also looked at building query adapters that can access a site's data warehouse through SQL. In support of NHSN, we are exploring ways to enable and automate the long-term care reporting pathway. We are members of the MITRE-sponsored C19 Healthcare Coalition and are participating in the Lab Testing Working Group, seeking ways to use Nandina to access these vital data. Currently, we are seeking 2 additional pilot sites to test against other EHR interfaces. Please visit the Lantana website if you'd like to learn more. Now moving on to our open source development. Here at Lantana, we develop most of our software under open source licensing models such as Apache 2.0. One of our 3 key goals as a company is to improve the industry, and we believe that one way of doing that is to give back the code we develop to the industry. Even though most of our code is open source, we provide professional services to support the use of our open source software. All of the software that's developed by Lantana can be found on GitHub under the Lantana Group account. Our most popular open source projects are Trifolia Workbench, which assists in the development of CDA-based implementation guides; Trifolia-on-FHIR, which assists in the development of FHIR-based implementation guides; Nandina, which eases the burden for producing reports such as the CDC's Patient Impact Assessment; FHIR.js, which is a module designed to simplify converting FHIR between JSON and XML; XML Document Converter, which supports converting XML documents into various database formats; Style Sheets, which renders CDA documents into human-friendly HTML, and many more. Lantana's website has more information about these open source projects and includes links to their GitHub repositories and NPM package locations. Our website will also provide more information on how Lantana can provide professional services to support these projects. Lantana doesn't just build the code for the projects. We also host installations of these projects. We have production and development installations of our most popular projects, such as Trifolia, the Validator, and Nandina. Trifolia Workbench has been developed and hosted by Lantana for over 10 years, accumulating a large number of users and data. Trifolia-on-FHIR is new, just 1 year old, and has garnered a lot of interest. As you can see in the statistics above, our Validator product and the FHIR.js API have garnered a lot of attention as well. Lantana doesn't stop at contributing to its own code. When needed, Lantana's engineers have freely contributed to many other open source projects, such as the core FHIR tooling and many modules that Lantana software makes use of. And lastly, we'd like to share a little bit on Lantana's professional services. Lantana's professional services group is focused on helping clients use and augment the data they have to achieve their objectives, including quality measurement, public health reporting, and business analysis. Too often, data is captured but unavailable for reuse and reporting, interoperable but not where needed, or compliant but not meaningful. To solve these problems, we assess the status quo, guide strategy for maximum return on investment, and design solutions that work with existing client investments, leveraging standards that optimize interoperability, measurement, and reporting. How do we help clients leverage their data? Lantana works with clients to make sure their data supports their business objectives. Our data analysts methodology evaluates the feasibility of achieving client analytic and reporting goals. We assess our clients' data and goals simultaneously, identify gaps, and make recommendations that take the path of least resistance to meeting goals. Lantana understands healthcare data. We employ a data maturity model to rate data elements on availability and variability in EHR environments. A high maturity rating indicates high availability and low variability of structure and form, while a low maturity rating indicates a lack of availability and high variability in form or both. We use this to assess data quality and evaluate data gaps in production environments. Lantana helps clients establish and implement a predictable process to achieve high priority goals with as little disruption to workflow as possible. We have nurse informaticists who understand clinical data and workflows, policy analysts who understand regulatory requirements, and information analysts who understand standards, all of whom come together to establish the most efficient path for our clients to connect the data they have and create a pipeline of information on which realistic reporting and analytics objectives can be based. They also know how to identify gaps and where to acquire data needed to reach objectives. For our clients, data must be interoperable. However, we know that data is heterogeneous. HIT infrastructures vary across and within clients. We design strategic plans and applications to be interoperable from the start, and they must lead to systems that, no matter how complex, work. Our clients have different maturities and capabilities and perhaps different local requirements. We design for interoperability, assuming heterogeneity, and look for the least common denominators that will address clinical administrative demands. Lantana helps clients leverage standards to improve performance, save cost, and identify new opportunities. When needed, we create local standards for clients to share with their data partners, and when necessary, national standards where we navigate the standards development process. We also help clients implement existing standards in a way that supports their business, leveraging open APIs or mapping existing data to standardized data. Lantana supports a wide range of participants in health information exchange. We know health data, so we understand how to use data to achieve goals. We even know what other goals clients can achieve with the data they have, such as additional quality measurement reporting. We help our clients adopt standards. Sometimes this includes setting up infrastructures such as FHIR servers. Sometimes it includes helping them create implementation guides to help their partners share the information our clients need. We also help clients use existing standards by mapping their data to what standardized data provides or requires. We also help our clients collect the data they need by creating mechanisms to pull data directly from partner systems for submission. This includes things like electronic specification of clinical quality measures, or more recently, COVID reporting. For more information on what you heard today, please visit our website at www.lantanagroup.com. Email us at info@lantanagroup.com, or join our FHIR DevDays virtual booth to connect with a member of our team at one of the times listed on the screen. Thank you.